Demand is a list showing the amounts of a product that buyers are willing and able to purchase at different prices in a given time period, with other things remaining the same. Demand is strictly determined by buyers or consumers. The basics of demand is that as prices of a product increase, then the demand for that product will decrease. In our scenario, hunters are willing to buy more boxes of shells if they are cheaper, but as they get more expensive, hunters aren't as willing to buy as many. There's an inverse relation between the price of the shells and the quantity demanded. There are two basic ways to show demand, in table form and by graph. Having these two ways helps show how price and quantity demanded correspond with each other. You can see that at $10 a box, hunters are willing to buy 12 boxes, but as the boxes get more expensive, they are not willing to buy as many. Some factors that influence demand is income, taste and preferences, price of related goods, and the size of your market. So how does this influence the market? Some people have goods that they'll have to have called normal goods. These products are products that as your income increases, you will buy more of them. Then there's inferior goods, which are goods that as your income increases, you buy less, and as your income decreases, you buy more. Taste and preferences can be thought of as brand loyalty, where some people buy a certain brand name no matter what. Some people buy the cheaper product that does the same thing. This cheaper product will be considered a substitute good. Then lastly, there's complementary goods. These goods are products that go hand in hand. If the price of shotgun shells goes up, then the demand for shells will go down, along with the demand of, say, clay targets. So how does the law of demand hold? There's three basic ways in which the law of demand will hold constant. The first one is income effect, second one is substitute effect, and the third one is the law of diminishing marginal utility. In the income effect, your real income equals your buying power. So with a fixed money income, the price determines how many units you will buy. And as the price increases, then you will get less products. If the price falls, in real terms, you are richer. Money goes further when you can buy more products and you can buy other products. The second one is substitute effects. As the price of a product increases, we look for the other goods that are similar to that product and we'll buy more of them while we cut back on the original product. The law of diminishing marginal utility states that utility is the satisfaction from consuming goods, and our marginal utility is the change in satisfaction from consuming one more unit. So the price you're willing to pay depends on the expected marginal utility. Everything I just talked about helps determine what happens to the demand curve. The demand curve will shift when the price and the quantity demanded both change. If only the price changes, then there will be movement along the demand curve. So what does a shift look like? Like I said, a shift occurs when price and quantity demanded change. An increase in price and quantity demanded will result in the graph shifting to the right, whereas a decrease in price and quantity demanded results in the graph shifting to the left. If only price changes, then the movement occurs on your curve. So instead of $10 a box and consumers buying 12 boxes, they'll be paying $12 a box and buying 12 boxes. The only difference in them is that quantity demanded. Customers are still getting the same number of boxes of shells but at a higher price. When you look at supply and demand together, you can see how quantity demanded is consistently changing and how the price of a product is determined by equilibrium. Hopefully this will help better understand how demand works within the economy. So remember, demand is determined by buyers and how much a buyer is willing to pay at a given time at a given price. It is also important that what influences demand is your income, your taste and preferences, the price of related products, and the size of your market.